welcome to the Meta Control Room. Look, Meta's making some big moves this week, and it all boils down to one thing. They're forcing us to simplify. We're going to break down exactly what that means for your ad accounts, starting right now. So when you piece together all the updates from this week, a really clear pattern emerges. They are cleaning house. And this isn't just some random batch of new features, It's a very deliberate, very strategic push towards simplification and automation. Basically, Meta is forcing our hands, and we need to understand exactly which way they want us to go. First up, and this is a big one, it affects every single person running ads on the platform. Your reporting is changing on a really fundamental level. I mean, what you think of as a click in your reports today, it's just not what it was last week. And this slide right here says it all. You know how for years, Meta's definition of a click was, well, pretty much everything? A like, a share, a save, a comment, it all got tossed into the same bucket. Well, that's over. From now on, for any campaign that's optimizing for website or in-store conversions, a click-through conversion only counts if someone actually clicks a link. That's it. So naturally, you're probably asking, right? Where did all those other clicks go? I mean, we all know that actions like shares and saves are super high-intent signals. Did Meta just throw that data away? Nope, it didn't just vanish. Meta's given it a new home, and this is the key thing you need to remember. It's now called Engage Through Attribution. This is where you're going to find all the conversions that came from those non-link click actions like shares, saves, and comments. They finally separated these high-value social signals into their own category. If it sounds familiar, it's basically the new name for the old engaged view metric. Okay, so why does any of this actually matter for you day to day? Well, first off, don't freak out, but your click-through conversion numbers are probably going to drop. The conversions are still there, they're just being recategorized. Now, the huge win here is that your ads manager data is finally going to line up way better with third-party tools like Google Analytics. This also, for the first time, gives us a really clean look at the impact of social engagement alone. And maybe most important of all, this does not change how you are billed 1 cent. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Riyad Ibrahim over at J-Key absolutely nailed it with this quote. This change helps us finally see which campaigns are awesome at driving social proof versus which ones are killer at driving direct traffic. It's a level of clarity we just haven't had before, which is pretty great. All right, let's pivot to the next big update, which honestly really hammers home this whole simplification theme. Meta is doing what I'm calling the Great Campaign Cleanup, and it is truly the end of an era for how we run manual sales and app campaigns. So Meta's using this corporate speak, automation unification. Let me just translate that into plain English for you. They're killing the ability to run manual Advantage shopping campaigns and manual Advantage app campaigns. You won't be able to create them. You won't be able to edit them through the API. They're going away. And this isn't some vague, far-off plan. They've given us a hard timeline. Starting in February 2026, you can't create any new ones through the API. By May, you can't even update your existing ones. And then, the final nail in the coffin, September 2026, Meta is just going to automatically pause any of these manual campaigns that are still running. So yeah, the clock is officially ticking. So what's the real story here? Look, the bottom line is this. Meta is betting the farm on its AI and on Advantage Plus. For any campaign with a sales or app objective, they are simply removing the off-ramp. This is a forced migration. Plan is simple. They're pushing everyone onto their fully automated setup. Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom and taking things away. While Meta is tightening the screws on manual controls in some places, they're actually opening up some really interesting new frontiers. And that brings us to ads on Threads. First off, let's just let this number sink in for a second. 400 million. That's the number of monthly active users on Threads right now. So this isn't some little side project anymore, okay? This is a serious placement that we absolutely need to be paying attention to. And the good news is we now have more tools to play with over there. You can finally run app install and app event campaigns directly on the Threads placement. And probably the best part, you can just use your existing creative. Your images, your videos, your carousels, they all work. No need to make a bunch of new assets. Plus, they've added some crucial reply moderation tools, which is a must-have for brand safety, so you can actually manage the conversation happening on your ads. Okay, so we've hit on reporting, we've hit on campaigns, we've hit on placements. Let's take a step back and connect the dots. What's the master plan here? What is Meta's bigger strategy? When you really look at it, 3 big trends just jump right out. Number 1, forced adoption of AI. Getting rid of manual campaigns is the clearest signal you could possibly ask for that Advantage Plus is the future. Number 2, Metric unification. Redefining what a click is, that's all about creating a single, simpler, standard way to measure things. And number 3, they are rewarding full funnel automation. Meta is pushing out all these case studies showing massive lifts for brands that go all in on creator content combined with Advantage Plus campaigns. Okay, so that's the what and the why, but what about the what now? Let's get super practical. This is your action checklist for what you need to be doing in your ad accounts like this week. All right, 4 simple steps. Number 1, go audit your reports right now. Look at your click-through conversions and get ready for a totally new benchmark. Number 2, communicate up. Tell your clients, tell your boss, tell whoever you need to tell about these reporting changes. Manage those expectations now. Number 3, start planning your migrations. Find any of those old manual ASC or ASC campaigns and get them scheduled to move over to Advantage Plus. Do not wait until September. And finally, number 4, if you run app campaigns, it is time to test threads. Add it to your placements and just watch how it performs. And all of this really boils down to one final question for you. Meta is forcing a simpler, more automated approach on every single one of us. The choice isn't whether to adapt, it's how. So the thing I want you to think about is this. How are you going to use this forced simplification to your advantage? And hey, look, if this kind of Meta ads breakdown is useful, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm building inside Meta Control Room. Join the community if you want smarter strategy, better troubleshooting, and real support when your campaigns start acting weird.